And here we are again, week after week, half hour Henshin. As always, I am Sleepy Witch Art and Toku VTuber now, I guess. And I'm joined as always. Hello, I'm
By
joined as
me,
always. Yeah.
by me, DJ Azure, the 2.5 D hero talk. Normally, you have a little lead into that.
No, I was just like I couldn't think of it. He was like, yeah, just like he knows that I'm about to say something and it's gonna be for him.
Oh man.
So we
Uh,
start with that, and as always, we will be talking about the latest Geats episode
yeah.
13. I love that
Oh man.
Samira's kept tracking of like the video diaries now. That's still
Mm.
really cute. But also I really liked some of that filmmaking at the beginning where like it's like behind her and then it like switches to Geats and then it switches to I forget his name, Gira or something, as
Yeah,
Gamus.
girly.
Giroli, that's what it was. And then it switches to behind him where Sumire is, and then it switches to her like that, but now at the DGP office. Like some of those shots were like really good and efficient, like
Mm.
really well done. I thought those were really cool seeing them. But again, we're basically seeing that the DGP will now stop at nothing to get Geats out of there.
Yeah,
Intro.
but it looks like what is it? They want to continue the DGP. That's like the big thing.
Yeah. I loved seeing Tycoon back in the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because they've had a little slight change of like poses, and like seeing him in like ready to fight pose makes me very happy.
Yeah. It's his wish. Like he has like the most unselfish wishes, which is always great.
It has the most unselfish wisdom. Before we get further, I think what I really like is that like at the beginning it was like he was a nice guy, but he was like naive and he didn't know what to do. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's going along the lines of like he's found the goal and now he has like a specific way to fight for it, like a drive to fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that because I really want one. I also really like the idea of like there's a line that I really like, actually, that I still remember from the Boondocks. That was like, asking, what can you do if there's nothing you can do, but you can't not do anything? And, the grandpa replies with, that's easy. You do what you can.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like really nice seeing him have like here's a concrete goal that I'm going to aim for, at least to start with.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. And then we start the episode, and I didn't realize that. Yeah, the Jamato is like the Jamato and the guy growing Jamato. The guy growing Jamato and Girly actually do talk to each other.
Yeah,
Like,
he called him on the phone. He just never answered.
yeah, oh, that's right.
He called him on the phone, and it was like he was too busy planting. I love this guy. There's something about like unassuming people like as bad guys. He just looks like an old guy. He's
Mm-hmm.
watering his garden, but his garden is literally like evil little monster guys.
Mm.
And the
And
fact that we're finding out that the Jamato are just learning to do things on their own.
yeah, that's crazy. Oh my god, that's crazy. And then we get like the setup to everything where like there's a girl in a red hat. There's a little girl in a red hat, just like doing stuff.
Yeah,
And
but
then
more importantly, right before that, we're doing it. We're at the Ace photo shoot where there's this lady who shows up, and she's like, "I want to support you." And I love how cringy Ace is when he flirts. He's like, like, "Oh, this must be fate that we've met," and I'm like, "Bro, you are so bad at this, actually."
he's so bad at this.
Oh, I love that. It's really
Mhm.
funny. It's because it's the same thing when he first met Nago with Tycoon, where it's like, "Oh, he's not your boyfriend, so I have a
Yeah,
chance," and it's like, "Oh my god, you're the worst."
exactly. The
You're
best
the
part about
worst.
this is that like this is the kind of thing that I said, it makes Kamen Rider. You need to have like some sort of goofy flaw for all of your characters.
And it just needs to be goofy. And here's the thing: it needs to be like heartfelt and goofy. They have to like lean into it, and they do. And I do really like that because like a lot of the times, even like not just this episode, but like I'm gonna be honest, Ace has been wearing some really dumb looking outfits. which is
He's
really
so
funny because he's like,
he's so
oh, I gotta dress like a big movie. It's like the dude does not know how to dress himself. Oh my god, which is really funny
so funny.
compared to like something where like with build I was like taking character notes with some of the outfits people were wearing because up
Hmm.
until the very end with like oh god I forget his name, it was like Gentachi. Up until the end with him, everyone's outfits were like pretty cool, pretty good, you know. Yeah, I have to remind you about his outfits. I did love that they became
I
like
love.
I love that they became like a plot development where like people would ask him a question and he would like reveal his shirt and that would be how he would answer.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
I love Gentoku so
Again,
much.
Toku,
It's
that's what it
so
was. Yeah.
funny. Oh
But
man.
anyway, and then we see our newest Tanuki Soba server,
Yeah. We see
which
that, which
which
is
is
nice
great.
that he has a job. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really
I mean,
nice.
yeah. And then after that, we see that obviously Nago's dad knows about the DGP. He said, "Oh, you wanted to join the game again, didn't you? Right?"
Yep, and he's like, please do not ask me. And he's like, don't worry about it. And then like Nago runs away again. People try to stop her again.
Yep.
They keep
And
seeing the
then,
girl. Same with Tycoon who saw the girl at the soba place.
mhm.
And my favorite thing is like eventually, they never like talk about it. It's like implied, but eventually like people who are writers learn to fight even outside of their writer suits, because
Mhm.
eventually by the end of the seasons, you see them just fighting sometimes
Oh
on
yeah.
Transformed. So at some
Mhm.
point, I hope that like we see like Nago having to run and like her bodyguards get in her way and she just like flips them or something.
Yeah. Oh man, talking about non-rider fight. Talking about non-rider suit fights.
Yep.
What was
That is.
super? What's it called? Uh, Conrad and Revice had their movie Battle Familia.
Mhm.
There is an extended, like, minute and a half long sequence of of uh, of um of Icky and the main villain of the movie fighting in the Toku warehouse, out of suit for like an extended like minute, and it's one of the most. It's such a sick sequence. Like I love that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta.
Yeah,
I'll get to watching Revise. I'll get to watching all of them eventually.
yeah.
Now I need someone else to like do my normal like weekly watching, just because now I just have a single episode of Don Brothers and Geeks a week. Uh,
I
I
I mean, yeah, like we're watching Kabuto in my channel. Also, we started watching a J drama that's also done by Toei actually, called The High School Heroes, and it's actually really cool. Like, sure, it's a vehicle for like a boy band, I believe, named Bishonen in Japan, but like it's actually like just Go Ranger except high school, and it's actually really really interesting what they're doing with it, and
gotcha. I'll have to
I've been
look
really
into
enjoying it.
that. You said it was High School Heroes.
Yeah, the High School Heroes. It's actually a little hard to find. I mean, I'll let you know how I'm watching it. Yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah,
yeah,
some J
because
dramas could be like that.
mm,
But
yeah, talk about
anyway,
J drama. Yeah, talk about J dramas and Toku. There's actually another one that you should definitely watch. It's called Tokusatsu Gagaga. It's also another really good J drama. It's about a like an office lady, so like a 28-year-old office lady that's obsessed with tokusatsu, and she actually hides it. Like, it basically feels like a double life to her, where she, like, she realizes that she has to hide her toku loving life from, like, her family, her fellow workers and stuff like that.
oh, this is a
And then she
manga.
oh yeah, it was a manga, but they actually didn't do a J drama adaptation of it, and it's
Oh well, dude, I'm just a big comics person. I'm gonna have to read the manga first. Uh,
I don't think there's it's actually the manga is actually complete. Like like that's the reason why I was so excited to, like, learn about Tokusatsu Gaga. Yeah, like I watched it I watched it like maybe about like 4 years ago. Yeah, it's so
gotcha.
good. Yeah, Tokusatsu Gaga is really good. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, like skipping ahead into episode, yeah, like we definitely, well, like, it's actually really funny how Punk Jack also gets his driver taken,
Yeah, he gets his
and
driver
he
taken.
wasn't expecting it.
I also really like that again. Where he's a goof. he's like a goofball and a doofus, but we're highlighting that like Geets can notices that his thing is actually stolen, unlike everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else just kind of picks
Yeah.
up their ID card. And I always thought it was really funny. Like, oh yeah, you dropped the thing. Like, where does that go? That goes in your driver. So you've lost your driver, but no one else
Mm-hmm.
notices. But I
Yeah.
really also like the fact that the girl can like just take it off of their bodies or whatever. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it was super interesting. And also talking about that girl, what's super interesting too is that how everyone was how everyone was using like their like own way of like trying to gather information. Like Neon was using social media. Kawa finds out from his sister, um, who was watching Neon stream, and what's also and then like skimming forward even more, is that like it's really nice how Kawa is like it's like we have to help you, we have to help you. It's like please let us help you.
yeah, skipping ahead through of everyone coming together, them fighting, and Kayla wanting to help, and the other two like wanting to refuse help. It goes back to that very beginning. It's like I told you, and I've said this before, that one of the scenes I really didn't like about Gaim was the scene where he goes home and has the money for his sister, and she basically is like, a job is something you have to like suffer at. That's why you get paid.
Ugh.
I was like, that was pretty gross. But like
Yeah.
seeing the scene at the beginning with Kawa, where the boss is like, just you can work here, until you find a proper job, and his sister being like, remember that you're here because you can't do everything on your own, and like your community's a part of you as well. And seeing that
Mhm.
was like that was so wholesome and so good,
Mhm.
and especially with like Buffa, who's like a guy who just always wants to like fight and be like, well, I just gotta fight and be strong. Seeing like
Mhm.
Tycoon of all people like stand up to him and be like, no, we want to help you too. uh don't let it be. And then we get like another big reveal after they've been fighting for a bit, which is we see this guy who has almost kind of like a reverse Ace haircut. He's got it like parted like the other way.
Yep. Yeah,
Uh,
we oh man, actually this is something that someone like on Twitter was actually talking about. Like we like I kind of wish that there were like more like in-universe sponsors, like because there's definitely a lot of companies in the Conrader universe. Like, we have like Smart Brain from Fies, we have Yggdrasil from Gaim, we have like Hidden Technologies from Hidden from 01. There's like a lot of like actual big companies that are behind a lot of like Conrader stuff. Like it would have been really nice like if they actually did like if they actually did have like a pastiche of them that were sponsoring the DGP to make it like even more esports.
yeah, but we don't
But
even. But I would say we don't even know yet because we haven't even found out who they
mhm,
really are yet.
yeah.
But yeah, but seeing the like possibility of like sponsorship is really interesting. It's really cool. Seeing the buckle just show up, the command twin buckle for Ace, and then
Yeah,
seeing
which
seeing the guy freak out. Oh god, I can't say his name. The game master's name. Gio Rolo. Seeing the game master
Giroli.
freak out. Giroli, that's it. Seeing
Yeah.
the game master freak out about the fact that he's got an item that's not in set rotation.
Mhm. Oh, actually, wait. Actually, no. That was the sponsorship girl from the beginning of the episode too.
Yes, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We see her
Yeah.
with him, but we still don't
Mhm.
know like what company or anything. And as far
Yeah.
as A's knows, we don't know if like if he knows that they're sponsoring him outside of the DGP, because it seemed like he
Mhm.
just thought this was some girl flirting with him. We don't even know yet.
Yeah.
Because it shows up and he doesn't even know. Jess shows up and beats up a Jamato. The game
Mhm.
master's freaked out that there's no that an item that doesn't have set rotation is in, and then
Mhm.
he asked Tycoon for his driver again, which like
Yeah. Yeah. It set off alarm bells for everyone watching. No, don't do it again. Like it's the Walter White meme of no,
yeah
don't do it. He's gonna betray you meme.
yeah, and he's like, I'll give you all my buckles afterwards. And he's like, I'm gonna take back the driver, which is honestly that's what I thought was gonna happen. I didn't think they were gonna eliminate like anyone or Punk Jack yet.
Mhm.
But seeing Kayla's still such a nice. He's too nice.
Yeah, he's so nice. But man, the graphics for what we see first as what is it, Cannon, I think? No, he has
It,
Jet first.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's raising and it's like great, and then it turns on and it's like just the head, and everyone's like,
Mhm.
"Yo,
Yeah, but he just and then we get like as I like to say it, we get the shot of the episode. Also, what's actually really interesting about the way that he fights or sets up is that he does like a baseball pose, like he actually does like the wind up, like hand at the side and holding out the sword like a bat, and then yeah, he and then he just goes ham and then charges up the sword and the buckle. Also, I did buy that, and I should be getting it, and I still don't even have my Desire driver yet.
yeah." My Desire driver has been kind of stuck on things too. Unfortunately, unfortunately, there's been some stuff with that. I'll tell you about that after the show. But
Okay.
oh man, the yeah, the sword is cool. The shots, the pose with the baseball bat, the fight is so sick.
Hmm.
The fact that the buckle like doesn't come off was pretty
Hmm.
interesting. And then we get like Punk Jack telling Buffa that there's a way for him to get a driver, and like just
Yeah.
setting it all up, you know?
What's also really funny about the Jet and Cannon twin set is that if you look at his feet, it actually has fist as well too, just like the actual toy itself. That just like the swap toy that they've been
Yeah,
releasing.
because I mean, well, here's the thing. He uses it the way he's using it now, because now that it's
Hmm.
like a dual set. But I mean, there's no reason why he wouldn't be able to like revolve it, you know?
Hmm.
Like, so I'm sure that's going to be a thing at some other point, you know? Because I
Yeah.
mean, the whole point of the Desire driver is the revolve function. I feel like there's going to be a mode for it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also, man, just Comanche Twin Victory just looks so sick. I love the way that it actually does the whole backwards brace for the cannon.
yes,
Oh,
that was really sick when it was like about to do it, and you see it just like get ready, and it does the brace right before it's gonna do like the big ass
mm,
super big shot. It is so sick, and I like that like the lock on is like a combination of both like the things for like both of the symbols for like the jet and for the cannon, like they line up
yeah.
together. That was very cute. And
Yep.
then obviously the guy explodes, which I
You know.
expect.
And then after the fight, we just see the shot of Ace actually keeping to his word and giving the driver and buckles to Kawa. And I was like, what? Like he actually held up his side of the bargain for once.
Yeah, but it was so nice because like it's Kawa who's fought to like get this because he's the one who was arguing with Buffa, and that's what made Ace realize that like you can't do everything alone. At the end, your community is just as big of a part of the like an influence on you as anything else. And seeing that
Mhm.
character development actually come to fruition, yeah, I was like you. I was like, he did it. Oh my god, he's growing. He did.
Yeah. Yep. And then
And then just to get the yeah, the driver stolen away by Buffa.
yep.
Honestly, very dramatic, especially because once that's restored, uh you get to see the two Jamadas basically instantly do get the thing. But then you get to see a sponsor talking to the game master who's basically like, the game master interfering. If that's not a joke, I don't know what is.
Yep. And then after that, then like it's actually kind of crazy how it's Ace and Punk Jack that are currently at risk right now. That
Right?
is insane. And then we get the rule, which is something that that actually does make sense considering the events of this entire thing, where the Desire drivers can be used by anyone. It's just the ID codes are the thing that are personal.
Yep. And I'm gonna be honest with the current upgrade, I feel like the Jamados have like put in a Jamato buckle every time to like transform. I feel like they're gonna get another buckle soon.
Hmm.
Uh,
There's definitely that. And then it's really funny because like Ace and Punk Jack, they make a really good duo, like just in general. Because like
I hear the thing. I did not expect to like Punk Jack as much as I did.
yeah, it's like he was wacky, he's fun, like he was loud, but he's a very, very fun character.
Yeah.
He's a very, very fun character.
I also yeah, he's really good. And then we get to see the preview of everyone
Mhm.
fighting. We get to see I think the Tycoon command.
Yep. So man, I like maybe Command is the mid-season. Oh, well, no, I'm sorry, the first big upgrade. I thought it was Fever, but like Command,
No,
like
Fever I
being a big.
guess a Fever's just like a random one, so I don't think
Mhm.
I guess in the end,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
maybe it's command. But then we get to see the big thing, which
Hmm.
is the game master with a card,
Hmm.
and then we get to see like a new writer.
Yep. Oh man, I think like do you read magazine? Do you see the magazine scan so you know like its name already too, or no? Are you waiting
I do not know the name. Here's the thing. I don't follow or see enough Toku stuff, so I don't know. I had heard
okay,
leaks
okay.
about a card-based writer that was gonna come in, uh,
Hmm.
but I had no idea. I don't know anything. I don't know what
Yeah,
he's called. But if you tell me what he's called, I'm not gonna like be mad.
yeah. It was like a common writer Gure Ruru or something like that.
Gureru?
Yeah,
Gureru.
so I think people are just are calling him common writer Glare.
Guleru. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. So so
Yeah.
so that so that's what it is. But we've seen images of him, and people are already assuming certain things because of promo pictures. So I'm not going to talk about the theories. I'm just going to talk about what's printed. So that's all we know. But
Gotcha.
I'm really excited to see who this is. I have a feeling that we're going to see this. We're seeing this now. This Dark Rider now. We're not going to see their actual identity until the episode after, because this is still Scheme 5. Scheme 5 is not Scheme F, which basically means it's not the end of this game yet. And talking about scheduling, so I'm watching another anime, and a lot of people are too, Gundam Witch from Mercury,
Oh, dude,
and their
I'm
schedule.
I'm I'm keeping up with that too. You don't gotta
Oh yeah,
worry.
yeah,
I
yeah,
I got so excited about it, and then it started like watching it, and it was so good that it's like, yeah,
yeah,
that's my
yeah. They're
it's my Sunday right now. Is Don Brothers, Geats, and Witch from Mercury.
Oh man, nice. Yeah, but their schedule right now is that next week they're airing episode 10. The week after that is a break for special programming, and then they're airing episode 11, and then a week after that is, I believe, New Year's. So I I have a feeling that I don't think they're going to follow that exactly, but I think we are going to have the New Year's break. So I'm not sure if we're going to have 2 weeks in a row, or that same split week, or that split 2 weeks for Ryder. I'm not sure if it's going to follow that same schedule. I hope not. Like honestly, I would rather have the 2 weeks in a row instead of get one next week, a week we get a week break, and then we get the next episode, and then another week break. That would probably drive me insane. But I'm not sure, because Christmas and New Year's are back to back. I have a feeling that we're not going to get a New Year's episode, because that's when since this is a bigger it is a series that like Toei is like on, I'm assuming, like more widespread channels. I think there is definitely going to be special programming that's going to preempt Rider for New Year's, because Japan like does the Kohaku Ura Gassen, the red versus white battle, and
Right.
I have a feeling that that's going to preempt this, but I'm not sure if they're going to do something for Christmas, because I don't think this is I think this is the first time, like while I've watched, that we've had Christmas and New Year's on two Sundays. So I'm not sure what kind of schedule we're getting, and I'm kind of worried now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
because after seeing that schedule for G Witch, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, and G-Witch already had to basically like take a week off where they just did like a thing anyway. Kind of
Hmm.
man, kind of sucks because like both this and Don Brothers got me like so excited that it's like just I can't wait for the next week to come, and you're telling me there's gonna be breaks. I'm just trying not to worry about it. It's one of those things, we can't change. So
Yeah, and luckily for Dawn Brothers, like there's not really much like ongoing plot for us to go over, so we could just go through this quickly and just talk about the insanity that is Dawn Killer.
yo, I mean, yeah, they press a button, Don Killer shows up, he's here to kill Don. And then they defeat him the only reasonable way, accidentally, because Jiro finds a different button that's for the Dawn Killer.
I was laughing so hard during this episode because there was so much disrespect from Dawn Killer. Like the disrespect of Dawn Killer, like doing the swing back and forth on
Bro, he just broke their arms, he broke their legs. It was all really
Inubro, Kijibro, and Sarubro all get beat up.
But then we get some of the bigger revelations this episode. One being Dawn Killer looked like Sarubro, or Dawn Killer, which again, it just kind of becomes a thing of like, oh, is he more important than we think yet?
Maybe, but I think that was just more so a joke because Dawn Killer does look like Momo. So
yeah,
which they also noticed too, but it's just really funny how they did that. And just like,
here's the thing,
Dawn Killer,
see, but that makes sense. But Dawn Killer looks like Momo because it was made by his family.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's the case, why would they make a guy who looks like Saru brother? You know, quote unquote looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it's I mean, like with most things about Dawn Brothers, unless it's something to do with like the overall mystery of the show, you could probably just enjoy the ride at this point.
I mean, I'm enjoying the ride regardless. I just think it's very funny. And then we find out the big thing, which is that Jiro is the penguin.
Most likely penguin, and that is that surprised me because considering all the black and white stuff that we've been getting for all the black and white stuff that we got for Kaido, like I thought that he was the penguin like for so long.
Yeah, and people were talking about that, and then this is the fact that the thing all I know really is that I knew that it was really suspicious that he was sick for so long after that fight. Like I knew something else was going on with that. And then it's so funny seeing the preview for the next episode because like it's like what looks like a really heartwarming-ish tale where was it Sonosi or I forget Sononi, that's what it was, is even gonna maybe admit that she loves Tsubasa and like intercut with like Haruka learning to drive.
It's so funny,
and she's just like crashing into things.
I don't even know what to expect anymore.
It's like, dude, we're gonna, because they've been building on the Tsubasa and Sononi, like her being interested in him in some way, and so it's like, oh, we're gonna, this thing that we've kind of been building up to, we're gonna deal with that in the same episode. We're gonna just have her like crash her car.
It's oh my god, like I don't even know what's gonna go on anymore. Like it's oh my god, yeah. Also, the other thing too is that like it was really funny because like how their wounds were healed by turning into the Don Bros.
Bro, that was insane. And I love that they just showed like the X-rays and their bones just like meld together.
That was fun. That was funny as hell. But what was even funnier was that Inubro was out of the room, so they didn't see him transform again.
Yeah. I saw people complaining about that on Twitter. Like there's no way, and it's like, bro, it's just wild.
This is the funniest thing.
Sometimes,
like Don Bros just gets me like this, just laughing for so long, and it like the thing is too is that normally Sentai and Kamen Rider, they do have like a mid-season lull, especially when the next show, or at least the sister show is airing, like for their first episodes,
right?
Like they normally like go in a cool down so that like where they basically just do like, you know, some like classic style episodes, like classic formulaic episodes, and that's the reason why like the middle of like, you know, both Kamen Rider and Sentai like tend to be a little bit iffy. So that but Dawn Brothers like has just been utterly bonkers and it has not slowed down at all. But once again, as my friend said, can Inoue please wrap up the storyline so I can know a moment's peace?
I think the show is gonna end and we're not gonna still know a moment's peace.
No. We're
I believe that this is gonna be a show that regardless it will end and shatter our psyches to the core. I think once Dawn Brothers over, I think we're all over, man.
It's gonna shatter me because it's gonna shatter my heart because I'm gonna be like, man, I'm so sad. There's no.
What I really need is my Haruka's my favorite. I need some resolution to her plagiarism stuff, okay? As an artist, I relate to her, and she's insane, and I love her. She's like, it's the meme of like she's like of like a dog of like the dog from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where it's me holding Haruka, and it's like I've only had her for 5 minutes, but if anything were to happen to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. That's me. I need something to happen to go right for this girl.
Actually, wait. Has anyone done a meme with Sononi holding Inubro and saying the same thing?
No, someone should make that. You know what? I'll look into that. That's what I'll do that later.
Oh, Don Brother. There's just so much about Don Bros.
Don Brothers is the show of all time.
Yeah, it is the show of all time.
And with that,
for better or worse, yeah, for better
in
or worse.
In my opinion, it's for better because I'm having a blast. But with that, our half hour is about up anyway. Thank you so much for listening to our ramblings. Always, I have been Sleepy Witch,
and I am DJ Azure, the 2.5D here talking to you.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Later.